What's up, gamers? I don't know exactly what this video is going to be called or how it's going to be presented. Basically, back in the day, Markiplier used to make these things called midnight vlogs, where he would turn on his vlog camera at midnight, basically talk about his opinions or stuff that he's been thinking through. I figured I'd do something similar because I also am kind of making videos as a way to catalog my growth, as in the things that I want to grow in, and that his reason for doing the vlogs is kind of similar for my reason for this one. I'm playing Dota last hit trainer in the background, so don't blame me if I'm missing these last hits. I wanted to talk about something that I've kind of been having over these last couple of videos that I've been making. The video that I'm editing right now, and then the Paladins fan video game card game. Hopefully the video I'm editing right now comes out today that I'm recording this, so that you know what that is. But when I've been editing these videos, I feel like I've been having, I'm going to use the word motivation. I feel like I've been having a lack of motivation. I think about this in terms of the Paladin skin tier list, and a couple other videos that I've made. With the skin tier list, I was really motivated to work on that video, because it was pretty much exactly the vibe that I wanted. And so I figured it'd be the same thing for these two videos I'm working on now, or this video I'm working on now and the fan card game video, because they're both Paladins related, and that's to me is the most important aspect of it. And I've noticed that when I was thinking about this, I realized that there's kind of this lack of motivation that I've been feeling is kind of the same reason why Cards of the Realm has been so slow in production, is because I kind of get to the same thing with Cards of the Realm, where I don't necessarily feel motivated. I'm not necessarily feeling satisfied with the ideas I'm having or the concepts I'm coming up with. I don't feel like they're fulfilling what I'm wanting out of making content in the card game, stuff like that. Because even though they're Paladins themed, and that is the point on my game design document is making a Paladins themed fan card game, or the concept that I'm going forward with making videos where I want to make Paladins videos and stuff like that. Even though they're Paladins themed and I'm leaning very heavily towards Paladins concepts and stuff like that, I don't feel satisfied with how I'm executing on those. And I'll try various different things, and it doesn't feel like I'm making any progress towards getting closer, or even necessarily farther in some ways. It feels like they're kind of statically not what I'm wanting. I don't know, maybe that's a problem with the medium. But like I said, whenever I tried working through the various different concepts I had to try to make the execution a little bit better, it didn't feel like I was really getting anywhere. And it is still possible that maybe I'm so far off from what I'm wanting execution-wise, or maybe my execution so far from what I'm wanting final product-wise, that even me working through it really hard is not it's not getting anywhere, because it's not anywhere close to what I'm wanting. But I don't feel like that's it. I feel like there's something about maybe what I'm doing, the processes that I'm taking, or the concepts that I'm using that I'm not really satisfied with. And it makes it really difficult to make any video. Something I was thinking about recently was, there's a couple of videos that I made on my channel. There's 5 videos that I think are my best videos on my channel. One of them is Paladin skin tier list, another of them is the card game video, and I have to say that because the Paladins related. But the other 3 are my 2 Warhammer videos, and then the Can I Beat 9 NES Games in One Life, or the Dota Crownfall minigame video. For the first Warhammer video I made, I clickbait the shit out of that and performed really well, and so that's kind of why I feel like it's high quality. I don't know if it actually is. I went back and watched it a couple times. There's nothing about it that is insanely good quality. It's a very meh video, but it performed really well. And so in my head, it's oh, okay, that's a good quality video then, right? I don't know, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. I don't really necessarily care about performance when it comes to how proud I am of something, but it is something that I keep in mind because of how well it performed compared to other videos on my channel. Where am I going with this? I'm dead. Where am I going with this? The 2 other videos I think are amongst the highest quality videos that I made are the ranking Warhammer 40k Primarchs by how villainous they are, and then the Can I Beat 9 NES Games in One Life. Both of those videos were recorded over a period of time where I was extremely motivated. I feel like I also improved pretty drastically in my actual ability to make art over that time. I feel like I progressed pretty heavily in a lot of ways. Those videos that I made, ranking Primarchs by how villainous they are, that video is an extremely difficult video to make. There's a lot of footage to dig through. Digging through it is kind of a mess, trying to figure out how to separate it and put it into ways that you want to tell the story. That's extremely difficult. That video was like, on a theoretical level, it's an extremely difficult video to make, and I'm fairly proud of how well I was able to execute on it. The Can I Beat 9 NES Games in One Life? That video was, up until I started making the skin tier list and I started making more Paladins content, that video was the video I would use on my channel to be like, hey, if you want to go come check out my channel, if you want to see things I do, I would link to that video because I was extremely proud of how it turned out. And that's a video that if you showed it to me and you asked how long it took me to make it, I'd be like, oh, 150 hours. Like, I forgot the actual process of making it. I'd be like, it probably took 150 hours. And I made that over the course of 1 week. And mostly over the course of a couple days. And that's really cool. And so I was like, okay, I was really motivated to work on those videos. And so I was kind of trying to figure out with this video that I'm working on now, the Paladins card game, why I felt so demotivated to work on these videos compared to then. That video is also something that was like, I was going for something very specific. I wanted to make like a Jugg style video. I feel like I executed very well on that. And videos that I made in the future that follow that, I still felt motivated on. Like I said, I don't think that's because I'm making like Paladins videos, I'm like, oh, I'm demotivated to work on Paladins related content. I don't think it's that at all. Because I feel more motivated to work on that skin tier list way more than anything else I've made that I can think of, like ever. I don't think it's the execution of these videos, so I don't know what exactly it is about these videos I'm working on now that make me feel so demotivated. But like in comparison to Can I Beat 9 NES Games in One Life, this video that I'm working on right now, I've also been working on for about a week. And I've gotten far enough that if I was making a video for like a client, like I was getting commissioned to edit this, I would have what I have done in about an hour and a half. Like, it's not that much. But it's taken me like a week because I keep going in, I edit like 4 things, I'm like, this is trash, I deleted, and then I go back in a couple hours later, make something different, I'm like, this is also trash, and I'm like, I don't know which one of these, I don't feel like either of these got any closer to what I want out of the thing. Even though they're like very different concepts, I end up with like, I don't like either of these concepts. I would not like to make videos that are purely, what is something that I can throw out there trashily. I think I've done that before on Amjugg, and it's not, they've never been videos I've looked at and been like, oh, I'm proud of that video, or I even remember making that video. Half the time that I do stuff like that, like a week later I'm like, I didn't make that, what the heck? And then I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Whereas like, I was going somewhere with this, I think. No, I wasn't, I was rambling. I can't totally throw out videos and do stuff like to make a video to get it out there, but I don't necessarily want to do that. If I can avoid doing that, I think that's better. And so I'm trying to figure out what it is about these videos I'm not liking. So you might see me experiment a little bit more with some of the videos I'm making. I'm about to die. You might see me experiment a little bit more with some of the videos I'm making. I'm trying to become more motivated to work on these videos, and so that's why videos that feel like they're lower quality might take longer to come out, because I'm simply revising myself a lot and trying to make something that's better. I do generally believe in the philosophy of quality over quantity. I know from like a YouTube creator standpoint, that's not necessarily the best algorithmic-wise, but I'm going to focus on quality. So again, if my videos feel like they're coming out slower, that's why. I'm sort of making this almost in a way of, I talked about like, I said I had reasons to do this video for similar reasons that Markiplier had to do his. And for those who don't know, Markiplier used to make all of these style like vlogs and stuff like that because he wanted to make a sort of catalog for himself to look back on and measure his growth and see how he's grown as a person. And in certain ways, I think I value being able to do the same thing with my videos, where I'm able to look back and see how I've grown with each individual video. So part of that as like an aspect is, if I can figure out, as part of that as an aspect is, I've been historically like very inspired by Jugg with my videos. Can I Beat 9 NES Games in One Life? I was extremely motivated to work on that video because when I had the concept, I was like, this is a great, like this is a Jugg level challenge. Like, it's goofy, but it feels like something I would see on a Jugg video. And the execution of it turned out pretty good. It felt like it executed like a Jugg video. And then the actual recording, I was able to make it into something that was like a Jugg video, and that made me proud, and it made me motivated to do the whole thing. I don't know if the solution there is to simply accept that and then move to trying to create something that is different, but feels like paladins in the same way. I don't know what I'm getting out of making this video, beyond being able to make something I can look back on and be like, well, this is my thought process when I was doing this. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to play paladins.